Hey everyone, I'm going to give you a few quick tips on how to sit during formal seated meditation. This is a topic that's been overemphasized and underemphasized both. At one extreme, one Zen master was quoted as saying, "To sit correctly is enlightenment itself." Now, I do think I understand what he meant. I think he actually meant it's not really the exact sitting posture, but it's sitting with intention or sitting with presence that is enlightenment. And I would agree with that in general. But on the flip side, you have people who lay down during meditation, for instance, or sit with really horrible posture, which can just be very, very uncomfortable. The problem with uncomfortable seating postures, whether you're trying to sit with a crazy, ridiculously straight back, or if you're actually just have really bad posture and you're kind of hunched over, you're going to be having your attention drawn back continuously to your body, and that's something we're trying to avoid, particularly in most meditative practices. So basically, how I suggest you sit, and you can adapt this to a chair, but I suggest you just start sitting with a simple cross-leg position. And you'll notice I've got a pillow behind me here. This is your traditional meditation pillow. You can find these at Zen centers, all kinds of specialty stores, spiritual centers, and of course they're everywhere online. Some people, when they cross their legs, they will want to place their foot on the opposing calf muscle, just like this. For me, I prefer, however, to sit with both of my feet just flat on the ground. And that way my knees can also be flat on the ground. What we're really going for is a nice stable base when you meditate. So in this case I've got two knees on the ground, and of course most of my weight is centered directly over my sitting bones, which are those two pointy bones, your sits bones, also, aka in the major muscles of the butt. And you want that weight balanced nicely over those. You don't want to be leaning too far forward, you don't want to be leaning too far back, or of course side to side. Finally, as far as your hands go, you can just cup those and place them right in the lap. I like to touch the tips of my thumbs together. That's really a traditional way to meditate, and rest them comfortably in the lap. Now, some people may have extremely long arms or whatever, and you might be uncomfortable doing that. You can also rest your hands out here. Your hands can even be face down. Some people will even put them on the floor. So wherever they feel most comfortable and however they feel most comfortable. But you do want to provide some support so the shoulders are not sagging down too much like that. So right in the lap is great for me. Chest should be centered, or I should say squared. Chest and shoulders squared with the hips, so you're facing forward. Back is once again comfortably straight, not too emphasizing that too much, but just kind of in a nice, relaxed, comfortable, natural position. Chin can be tucked slightly forward, back of the neck drawn and stretched just a little bit out like this. So that is your traditional meditation posture. Now, you can also try the lotus position, which is when you take one foot or both feet and put them on top of your opposing thighs. So this would be your half lotus. I don't recommend the half lotus at all. Even if you are flexible, it really is not the best position. It sort of tweaks your body and just throws you a little bit out of balance. So if you're going to try lotus at all, try the full lotus where you're taking this other foot. I can't do it, but you're going to stick that up on top of the opposite thigh. That actually is a really nice, comfortable, balanced position. One more thing, and I just want to be clear about this. When I'm sitting here, and you can't really see this part, but my butt's on the pillow and my thighs are not, and that really is what allows me to get that comfortable position. Now, if you're going to sit in a chair, you do the same basic thing, but your feet are going to be flat on the floor. They're going to serve the same function as your knees here, which is to help to give you that nice, stable, triangular base right, with your butt providing the third primary point. Otherwise, everything's the same. You're sitting upright. You don't want your back resting against anything. And if you are using a chair, I don't recommend typically, sometimes it can be more comfortable, but for most people in most instances, I don't recommend having any kind of armrest. Just a free open chair is the best. And really that's all there is to know about beginning seated meditation posture and positions.